So let's take what we learned now about ion formation and see if we can write formulas for ionic compounds. So we've got the name, magnesium chloride. So what we're going to start with is write the ion for magnesium. So we know that's Mg, and if you look it up at the periodic table, you'll see it's an alkaline earth metal in the second row, or column. So it's going to have a 2+ charge. Okay? And then chloride, that's Cl. Remember, that's a halogen, and that it's going to gain 1 electron to be like a noble gas. So Mg2+ and Cl- will make MgCl2. So that's your formula for magnesium chloride. So cadmium is a transition metal. So it's one of the few exceptions, though, the one we have to remember, that it has a 2+ charge. And then phosphide, that's from phosphorus. You'll find it right under nitrogen. So it has a 3- charge. So we're going to go ahead and crisscross those, right? And we'll get CD3P2. So that's cadmium phosphide. Nickel 3, so nickel's Ni, and the Roman numeral 3 tells us it's a 3+ charge. Selenide comes from selenium. You find that right under sulfur on the periodic table, and that's 2-. So again, we'll go ahead and crisscross these, and we end up with Ni2Se3. So let's see what happens now when we have polyatomic ions. So potassium is K. Okay, that's an alkali metal, so that's a plus. Acetate, so the 8 kind of gives it away that it's a polyatomic ion, and you have to memorize it. And acetate is C2H3O2 with a -1 charge. So a +1 and a -1, we just go ahead and put those together. KC2H3O2. So that's potassium acetate. Aluminum, that's Al, and that's a 3+. Hypoiodite, that's actually ClO-. That's one of your polyatomic ions. So 3 of these and 1 of those. So we're going to get AlClO, and make sure you put it in parentheses and show that there's 3 of them. That's aluminum hypoiodite. And hopefully you just noticed that I made a mistake, so let's fix it. I actually wrote hypochlorite, right? So let's fix that. That should be hypoiodite. That's IO-. So AlIO3. Sorry about that. At least we found it. Otherwise you all would have been telling me about it tomorrow. Copper 2. So that's Cu, and the Roman numeral tells us it's 2+. Bromite, that's a polyatomic ion. That's BrO2 with a minus charge. So I need 2 of these for every one of those. So Cu, BrO2, 2. So that's how we write formulas for ionic compounds.